Hello, welcome to class. Today we're working with the energy of sahasrara, which is the crown chakra. This energy surrounds liberation, this kind of upward current, liberating out to limitless potential. It's to do with connection to kind of higher power and higher wisdom. So it also kind of resembles peace and a tranquility, like an okay with yourself, okay with life, this kind of contentment of reaching a place where you can be and feel content in yourself and your life. So we're actually going to start today's session lying down in Savasana. Grab your blocks and your props if you want some to accompany your practice. Outstretch the legs along the mat, bring your hands beside you with the palms facing up and soften your shoulders back into the mat. Close your eyes and just let your face be soft, your jaw loose. And bring your attention to your breath. Feel the breath rising and falling inside your body. And feel the floor beneath you, supporting your entire body, from your heels, your calves, your thighs, your glutes, your lower back, middle back, upper back and shoulders, your arms, back of your hand, and the back of your head, completely supported. And as you breathe, you need to visualize this ball of glowing energy traveling up and down your spine with your inhale and your exhale. Really tracking that journey, filling your body with energy and clearing away any blockages, any limitations, anything that holds you back. And then allow your mind to settle at the crown of your head and visualize a glowing ultraviolet in color lotus flower at the crown of your head. And take a deep breath in here. Exhale completely. And with your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, push the palms away and stretch the fingers from the toes. Then we're going to lean the arms over to the right hand side. You can shuffle your head and shoulders over as well. Then take the legs over to the same side. If you want to accentuate the stretch, you can cross your left ankle over your right. So we're finding a stretch into the side body. Take a lovely deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Just gently find your way back through center. And then shuffle the arms over to the other side. And the legs too. Come into this banana shape on the other side. Maybe cross that right ankle over the left. Deep inhale, feel the ribs and the waist stretch, and as you exhale, soften into the stretch. Gently come back through center. Bring your arms up so they're facing the ceiling. Bend the knees and then take the feet up to the sky as well. So you've got waterfall. And then with your fingers pointing up, we're going to lift the head and shoulders and see if you can touch your toes. And take these pulsing movements. So repeat. And as you come up, really squeeze your tailbone to your sternum and your sternum to your tailbone. Exhale to touch your toes. Deep breaths. Nice, and then release, hug the knees in, relax your head, your neck and your shoulders. Take little circles with the knees in one direction, then the other to massage into the sacrum. Plant your feet on the floor, about hip distance apart, and just close enough to your glutes that you can brush your heels with your middle finger. And as you inhale, we're going to peel the spine up off the mat, one vertebra at a time. Keep the knees in line with your hips. Exhale, peel back down again. Inhale to lift the spine up. Exhale, peel down. You can move with your own breath and your own rhythm here. Just clearing that energy channel through the spine along your central column and working into your abs as well, your glutes. Great, then next time you come down, we're going to bring the arms into this as well. So inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, lift the hips. Exhale, drop the spine and the hands come down too. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Replace your glutes, hug the knees in. And then take your knees so they're directly over your hips and the shins parallel to the ceiling. Arms can come behind your head, interlace your fingers and cup the back of your head in your hands. Spread your toes, engage the legs. Inhale. Exhale, extend your right leg away and bring your right elbow to your left knee. Hug sternum to tailbone. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, left leg extends, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, right leg extends, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, left leg extends, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, center. 2 more on each side. Work with your own breath. And when you're ready, release. I'm going to take the left ankle over the right thigh. Thread your left hand through the eye of your needle. Right hand comes to the back of your knee or your shin. And just stretch. So we're working into this left hip now. Flex the sole of your left foot. Spread the toes. Nice. Remove your hands and keep your legs where they are and just take the right foot to the floor and then let the legs flop over to the right hand side. Your body can kind of flow with it. Come into a gentle twist. Deep breath into the belly. And then bring those legs back through center and swap. So right ankle over the left thigh, right hand through the eye of your needle. breathe into this lovely hip stretch. If you want to rock side to side here, you can. Nice. Then remove your hands and let the legs fold over to the left-hand side. Open the arms out, palms facing up in this receptive gesture. Lovely. Bring those legs back up. Place the feet on the floor, lift the hips, shake them out, and then place them back down again. Take the hands behind your knees and we'll rock and roll the spine along the mat. So again, really energizing. This posture is very energizing, and it also gets the muscles supple around the spine. Okay, so we're going to come up and stay up in boat if you can. So lift the chest, shins can be parallel to the sky, or lengthen the legs. See what feels good for you today. Palms up, spread those fingers. Then bend the knees and rock and roll along the spine. Okay, next time, I'm going to come up all the way to standing. So propel your hips up. If you need to use your hands, then use your hands, no worries. Bring the hands down through heart center, and then keep your thumb and your little finger together and the base of your palm together. Separate the index finger, middle finger and ring finger. Padma mudra. So lotus mudra. Just take a moment to connect with the archetype of the lotus. This transformative archetype rising up from the depths of the lake, the mud, the murky waters, and liberating into the surface, into the sunlight, into this radiant blossoming flower every day. And then raise your lotus mudra up overhead. Take a deep breath. Then part the hands, spread the fingers, bring the feet underneath the hips if they're not there already, and bow down over your legs. Come into a forward fold, bend the knees as much as you want here. So just to take a moment, let your head and your neck and your shoulders hang. Deep breath. Then bring your hands to your shins, extend the spine, weight slightly forwards in the front of your feet. Roll the shoulders down the back. Think space between each vertebra. Fold over the legs. Plant the hands, take both feet back, plank position. So now lengthen the heels from the crown, press the hands into the floor and zip up from your pelvis to your sternum. Drop the knees, hug the elbows close into the ribs, bring the chin and chest low. Inhale, low cobra. Hug those elbows close in. Spread the collarbones. Peel down, tuck the toes, push up and back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in down dog to ease into the body, ease into this first downward dog of the practice. So maybe scoot the hips from side to side, bend one knee then the other. Maybe take undulations through the spine if that feels good for you. It's a little bit of intuitive movement here. So let your body move in a way that feels good. Okay, find your way slowly back to downward dog. So find a sense of stillness. Tuck the heels just out of sight. Spread the toes. Then raise your right leg up and back, inhale. Bend that right knee, take a circle with the right hip in one direction and then in the other direction. Lengthen the right hip away, draw it into the chest, shoulders over the wrists and hover. Press the hands into the floor. Inhale, lengthen the leg away. Exhale, right knee, right elbow as high as you can on that arm. Inhale, length. Exhale, right knee across the body, left elbow. And here, maybe see if you can extend at the knee. And then bend and shoot back up into three-legged dog. Okay, step that right foot through the hands. Rise up, bring your left knee in, come to standing. Take the left ankle over your right thigh. Sit the hips down and back into figure 4. And either stay here, or if you want to, you can bring your hands down to your mat if there's space for you to do that, and lengthen that standing leg. Draw the chin down to the shin. Avoid pressure on that knee, on the right knee. Great, wherever you are, we're going to meet back in figure 4, balance. Rise up, hug that left knee into your chest, sweep the arms high. Exhale, sweep the leg and the arms behind you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swoop, think opening through the front body. Inhale, exhale. Inhale the arms up. And then bring the hands down to your heart space. Find your lotus mudra. So spread the index finger, middle finger, ring finger. And with your lotus mudra at your heart space, kick that left leg back into warrior 3. So find a horizontal position. Bend your front knee, step the back foot back. Rise up, lift your mudra to the sky, high lunge. Then part the hands, inhale, exhale, lean the body forward, sweep the arms down to the floor and behind you. Lift the belly away from that front thigh. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time interlace your fingers behind your back and take a breath here. Release the arms, rise up, high lunge. Turn your back heel, warrior 2. So front knee is over the front ankle. Left foot sideways, so in line with the short edge of your mat. Gaze over your front middle finger. Flip the front palm, take the back hand down the back of the leg, reverse your warrior. And then float back up through warrior 2. Extend your warrior, forearm to your thigh. Left arm alongside your left ear. Here, if you want to take your hand down in front of your front foot, you can. You can also bring that hand to a block. Great, sweep back up, warrior 2. Lengthen the front knee. Okay, so here we're going to inch the body forwards until you meet that sticking point and then bring the arms into a vertical position. Trikanasana. You can gaze up at your fingertips or down at your front foot. Be mindful of your neck. If it's uncomfortable, just keep the neck relaxed. Rise back up. Turn to face that front leg. Keep your left hand high, right hand on your right hip. Inhale, length, and then exhale, take your left hand down to your ankle or across to the outside edge of your right foot. And we're going to raise the right arm up into a twist. So here you can use a block to go underneath that left hand if you want to, if that's easier. And if it's just not there for you, then keep your hand on the inside edge of your foot. Square the hips off. To come out, bring your right hand back to your hip. Lead with your left arm. And find your way back into Warrior Two. Well done. Windmill the hands down to the mat. Step into plank position. Lengthen the crown from the heels. Zip up through the core and the glutes. Then come down to your forearms. Forearm plank. We're going to sweep the hips to one side, up through center and down to the other side. If this is too much today, then you can also take these on your knees. So rolling through this kind of rainbow with your hips. One more on each side. And then drop the hips down and come into Sphinx Pose. So elbows underneath the shoulder, forearms outstretched. Lift one leg, shuffle it away. Lift the other leg and shuffle it away. Roll the shoulders down the back, slight tuck of your chin. Nice. Press the pelvis slightly into the floor and draw the floor towards you with your hands. So like you're leading your heart through the gateway of your arms. An option here to lift your elbows, to extend through your abdomen. Again, any discomfort in your lumbar spine, keep it low. Peel down, hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, push up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Then raise your left leg up and back, bend the knee and make a hip circle with that left hip. One direction and the other. And then lengthen the leg away, bring the knee into the chest, hover, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, length. Exhale, left knee across the body, right elbow. Inhale, length. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, length. Exhale, take that knee through to the opposite elbow and see if you can extend the leg out at the knee. And then bend and sweep back up again. Well done. Take the foot all the way through and we're going to come up to standing, hug the right knee in. Take the right ankle over the left thigh and bend at the knees like you're sitting into a chair. An option to stay here or take the hands down to the floor. Lengthen that front leg. Little micro bend is nice, especially if you're prone to hyperextension. Bow down. Great, bend that knee. Gently come back up if you're in your fold. Take a moment more. Figure four. And then rise up. Arms high, hug that knee in. Exhale, sweep the arms and the foot backwards. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen the front body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Bring the hands down to your heart center. Find Padma Mudra. This liberating transformation archetype. Sweep the right foot back into Warrior Three. Then step all the way back, high lunge. Raise your lotus mudra to the sky, to the heavens, to the universe. Release the hands, lean forward. So think of a line of energy from the crown of your head to the ball of your foot and sweep the arms backwards. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, find your arrow, and then interlace your fingers the other way this time, behind your back. Lift your belly up and off that front thigh. Keep the knee over the ankle. Nice, release the hands, rise up, high lunge. Then turn your back heel, warrior two. Lift all your toes, spread them out wide, place them back down. Engage through the legs. So nice and sturdy in the legs, and then lift up through the crown of your head, sternum over the pelvis. Flip the front palm, take the back hand down the back of the leg. Float back up, warrior two, then forearm to your thigh, extend your warrior, and option to take the left hand down in front of your foot. Use a block if you want to. Gently peel back up, warrior two. Lengthen the front leg, inch the body forwards, and then tilt into Trikanasana. Think of a line of energy now between your two hands and the crown of your head and your heel. Come on up into your Trikanasana. Turn to face your extended leg, the left leg. Take your left hand by your hip, grab your block if you need it. Inhale, length. Exhale, either the hand to the inside edge of your foot, to your ankle, or maybe to the outside edge. If this left hand isn't comfortable, you can keep it on your hip. No worries. Keep that left hip tracking back, right hip tracking forwards. Nice, to come out, left hand to the hip, sweep on up into warrior two. Windmill the hands down to the floor, step into plank position. And then drop the knees, but just before you put them down, hover. Then place them down on the floor. Keep your toes tucked. And just bring your forehead down to the mat for a moment and the arms near your feet. So we're going to come to rabbit. So if you roll onto the crown of your head, bring your hands either to your shins or your calves, or they can wrap around the outside edge of your feet. Crown of the head is into the floor, and then lift the hips up. So you're really rounding through the spine, rounding through the upper back. If it feels nice here, you can kind of pulse a little bit. And then push those hips up. And then release the hands and the feet and rest back in child's pose. And I just want you to come back to that visualization of the ball of light, glowing, luminescent ball of light, traveling up and down your spine as you inhale and exhale. Nice. So invitation now to come back to that rabbit position like we did before. Or if headstand is in your practice and you want to come into a headstand here, then go ahead. If you know what you're doing and you feel safe and comfortable in headstand, then option to come into your headstand practice. If not, then stay working with rabbit. Just massaging into the crown of your head, stretching the muscles around the spine. And then when you're ready, we'll all rest back in child's pose and take some deep breaths. Great. With your next inhale, take the hands to the floor, outstretch them in front, press the fingertips into the mat. And then place your palms down, lift the hips, rise up, tuck the toes and push your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, big sigh. Inhale, raise the right leg up and back. Exhale, take the foot through the hands and rise up into standing. Hug the left knee in. We're going to find tree pose. So either bring your sole to the calf, to the floor, or maybe hand to the ankle and draw that foot into your inner thigh. Find your Padma Mudra. This left knee drawing back behind you. Raise your lotus to the sky. Find a focal point to fix your gaze. Bring your mudra back to your heart. Release your hands, bring the knees back to the front, and then step back, high lunge. Raise the arms up, lower the back knee to the floor, lift up, and then hands to your mat, step into plank position. And then either come down through a vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga if it's in your practice. Or you can just come straight up and back into downward facing dog. Nice, raise the left leg up and back. Step the left foot through, lift that right leg up into your heart, into your chest, into your belly. And find tree pose on the other side. Might be different on this side, so no expectations of yourself. Just let yourself be exactly as you are in this moment. If the balance isn't there, doesn't matter. You can use a wall to hold on to, or just have your foot on the floor. Raise your Padma Mudra up to the sky. And then bring the hands back down through center. Replace that leg, shoot back, high lunge. Lower your back knee to the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Hands to the floor. Step into plank. Come through a vinyasa or straight into down dog. Awesome. Take a deep breath in downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale to sigh through your mouth. And then bend your knees. And we're going to come to seated, so you can cross at the ankles, step forwards and bring your glutes down to the mat. Unravel the legs and come through boat pose, Navasana. Gaze over your toes. And maybe here you might want to take your peace fingers around your big toe and find your thumb. And then lift the chest towards the shins. Option to close your eyes here. And then open the legs out. See if you can bring them wide. Bring the legs back together. And then release the hands, feet to the floor, hug your shins, bow. Deep breath here. unravel, come down to your mat. Gently rock side to side. And we're going to finish as we started in Savasana, so legs extended along the mat. Arms outstretched either side of your body, palms facing up. Notice the energy in your body, any subtle feelings or sensations in your skin, beneath your skin. Feel your heartbeat, feel the breath. And let your body integrate, let your mind integrate, let your spirit integrate everything we've done during practice. All your hard work. Now just completely relax and be carried by the floor, representing the earth energy. Release any tension from the jaw, let your eyes be closed. I use a short poem before we close the session today. So just let the words sink in, wash over you as you lie there and breathe. Poems by Mary Oliver. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I've been doing all day. Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? You're welcome to stay here for as long as you want to, as long as you need, as long as feels right. I'm going to close today's practice. Hands together at heart center. Feel free to join me or just to listen as I close the practice with an Om. Inhale for Om. Om.